Alright, so I am back, and today we are going to try and do the scrapper fix. I've not done a dry run on this because from what I see, it looks like it's going to be a one-shot kind of thing. So here he is. Let's take the gun out of his hand. And we got, see, bag parts here, and a bag of parts here. So try and figure out what everything goes to. Let's see here. Try to figure out game plan. Alright. Okay, we'll start with the easy one. Let's do these. Just pop these off. So these are smaller, or they're small, and you can see there's already friction or stress marks going. So here are the new ones. These are thicker. See, there's just a slight difference here. A little bit thicker. So we'll put this on. There we go. And the dog has found something to chew on in the background, so sorry about that. So let's see here. Come on. I'm trying to pop this hand back in to see how this works. Okay, popped in just fine. And no stress marks. So that's a relatively easy one. There we go. They don't seem to want to sit as flush as the originals. There we go. Alright. So just do the same thing on this side. Alright. So we got the hand covers done. Let's see. I'm trying to look at the instructions as I'm doing this, because it looks like step 2, it says to remove these plates on the back. So flip everything up and remove these plates, and we're going to replace those plates. But then it also says to remove those plates for step 3 to get to the hips. So yeah. Wait. Let's see here. Yeah. So I guess we're gonna do the hips first. To get a game plan going. Alright, so I have no idea what the difference is between this back piece and this one. Oh no, right there. Okay, I see it. So this piece will go here, and you see this one's just got a round peg hole. That's what these tab into. And the new piece, which of course it dropped, has more of a rectangle or octagon hole that this will tab into. So this would fit in like this and hopefully protect it from stress marks. Alright, I get that. I understand that one now. Okay, So just trying to set up a workstation here. And I don't know what's going on with the hips. I guess we'll try and figure that one out as we get there. So you want to get your screwdriver. And we're going to just start taking them apart and see what's what. And these bits did not come with extra screws, so you want to keep all the screws and try and keep them in order from where you've taken them out of. I'm just trying to look. Alright. Same thing on this side. So this piece is done. Toss that to the side. This little springy piece came out, so we gotta keep track of those. This is fun. Alright, take this piece here off. Set that to the side. Get this little springy piece out. Set that to the side, so I don't have to worry about that. Alright. Okay, so that's one step down. And we're done with this. Toss that off. Alright. Now we want to take the rest of the back off. Do this ever so carefully so I don't lose everything. It doesn't even show you that there's a fifth screw here. Come on. Still in there? No, that's completely loosed. See, that's what I was afraid of. I didn't want to do that because I didn't want to pop all these pieces off and lose the screws and stuff. Okay, so now we got that off. We can look at this. I'm going to pull this piece here off. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Alright. Take these, put these back on. Set him there. Trying to remember where everything goes. Alright. Now that we got that piece off. Really? Alright. So now we got to take this piece apart. Feels like that gigapower thing all over again. Okay, now set this over here. And now we got the waste piece that we can finally get to. After all of that. Alright, let's take this and this off. And set that aside. We got these pieces here. And just looking at these. Looks like the difference is on the inside, so it's got like those little slots where things can hold in a little bit better. My guess is these hip joints here. No, these go to this. Alright, so set that off the side. I'm not going to worry about that. Alright, so now what it says to do is lube these up. And that's where my holdup was on doing this video, is getting the right lube. Because I've never had to lube a toy before. Alright, so I guess we have to take these pieces here off. I wish they would have, like, when they redid this assembly, I wish they would have given us, like, you know, something actually attached as opposed to those little ball joints. Alright, so we don't need these, the hollow ones. Set those off. And I got this speed grease, which is for the motors of remote control cars. Alright, so just dab that on a little bit, I guess. I have no idea if this stuff is toxic or not, so might want to use gloves. You guys know me, I don't care. I'll stick my hand in just about anything. on the side here. Try and clean that up. Alright. Slide these back on. And I'm assuming that because the picture says to have it facing upwards, that's how we're supposed to do it. Okay. Alright. Now let's take this, slide this back on. Okay, so there's one. This one didn't want to go in. Let's try it again here. It's not wanting to go in. Why not? Alright, and take the back piece here. Slide this on. So we can get this attached here. Guess that makes sense. You want to always make sure you have something for it to actually ratchet up against, right? Alright, so that's back together. Okay, so far the hip piece helps with the ratchet, I guess. These back piece will not stress because they got better ports, and the fist covers have a thicker plastic, so that will help there. Now, then there's this part. I'll set this stuff aside. This is the next piece. So I'm supposed to move this up, and then this piece here. I'm assuming this is the ratchet for the knee for Devastator. I don't know what's wrong with it, but we're supposed to take it apart. Come on. Come on. now we got this piece apart. Set that to a side. Grab the new one. So we got the same. Looks like this thing is a little thicker than this one. So maybe that'll hold the ratchet up better, I guess. And then this. This all looks relatively the same, so I have no idea. None whatsoever. We're supposed to lube this. Yeah. So lube this section here. I don't assemble my figures until I have all the components together, so until just now I still have no idea if this is truly gonna help it or not, because this all looks the same to me. I can't tell you exactly what it's fixing. Come on. Go on. Alright, and then this goes in here. Like that. So where did this come? This comes right inside here. Like so. Put this cover back on. Maybe. Screw these back in. Sitting there screwing these things forever because they're not coming out, but they're pretty much good to go. And go back in. This will come down, snap back on. All right, so like I said, let's see if this moves any better than it did. Well, yeah, I was able to click it with my finger, so I guess that's a good thing, right? All right, now disassemble this piece, and it goes here. Here. Maybe this way. go. This all rotates still. Just making sure. Alright. Now we take this piece here. Put this back on. Joy. There we go. Middle one first. Much easier to put it back on than it was to take it off. That's for damn sure. There we go. Now aware that all you've been seeing is my hand, but this is not a fun project. I'll tell you that much. And I don't mind it, but seriously, they could have you know, a lot of this stuff they really probably should have fixed before they sent it out. I mean, I could understand that, like, the hands covers, like, oh, hey, look, those are showing stress marks already. You know, we should get some new replacement parts. But, like, the hips, I mean, come on. They just forgot to put a ratchet holder. And I don't really know what, aside from it being a little looser now. Don't know the difference there. Alright, so let's see here. We want to take this piece here. This goes back in here. So this piece here, the little springy pieces, put those back in. Sort of, kind of. Come on. Come on. Come on. I know you want to. There we go. Now this piece here will come up on top. Like so. And then this piece goes over that. Just like that. That's a beautiful thing. Sort of. It'd be more beautiful if we didn't have to do all this. But at least it's going together easier than it was coming apart. Partially because I know what I'm doing now. The dog has found his toy and he's chasing it across the room. Throwing it first, of course. That's what you're hearing in the background. Okay. Yeah, I figured I'd just do this video now. Some people were requesting it. And tomorrow I've actually got the Takara iFix for MP10. And then next week, because everyone seems to be having some issues with that Mixmaster, I'm going to show you the leg fix that I found. Alright, so this comes over here. Plug those in. Just like that. Feels nice and snug. I don't see any stress marks coming. There we go. So hips. Ratchet does feel a little bit more solid. Still wish there was a locker that would click these into place, but there's not. Skirts back on. Of course, those aren't any tighter than they were. Alright, and there you go. There is the scrapper replacement parts fix video. Like I said, I mean, you don't have to do everything I say to do, but I recommend, like I did in mine, to take it apart and do it bit by bit as opposed to trying to do it in the order of the instructions, because you'll just be taking the same pieces off a couple times. And so yeah, there you go. Not too terrible, but also not the most fun repair job. Like I said, I think they really should have fixed these issues, and unfortunately they seem to be issues that, you know, whatever's going on with the knee, like I said, I'm not 100%. It seems to be a little bit looser now. But like the hips and this back piece where it's plugging in, it seems like those are fixes that are necessary. And that's the unfortunate part, is because it's not one of those where it's like, well, if it breaks, like I think it was long haul for the TFCs, where they gave you replacement hip pieces, and it's like, if the original ones break, you can replace them. This is more like, if you want a better quality figure, you have to replace it now, and that's unfortunate. But the parts are free, so there you go. There is the fix for the Generations Toys scrapper, and I will admit, it's nice to have instructions. I really hate getting replacement parts and saying, okay, go for it. And it's like, well, what am I doing? So these instructions are better than some third-party companies' actual transformation instructions. So that's really nice. And it wasn't like, let's see, Generation Toys, where you had to download like the PDF to know what you were doing. And then the Lone Wolf, there was no replacement parts, the instructions were worse than these, and then you had to go download software and then download the PDF, and then, because it wasn't in a regular format, so you had to download the format. And I got a thing of grease out of it. Oh, and that's another thing. They really should have just added a little tiny bottle of lube, if they're going to make you go out and buy some. Because it's like, I just spent $100 on this figure. You could throw in a little lube with your replacement parts, because you don't know how to make a toy right the first go round. I don't mean that to really sound that mean, but honestly, that's kind of the feeling of me, and I know a lot of other people. Like, really? Now for all those people out there, before you say it, the whole, well, that's what you get with third party. Remember, Takara's Rodimus Prime. That thing was breaking everywhere. Did they send out replacement parts? No. Instead, they made a new figure, and you had to buy the new figure that had the replacement parts in order to get a Rodimus that didn't break as easily. It still broke, but so remember that. Takara's worse because they don't give you the replacement parts. You spend $100-something on their figures, and it's like, oh yeah, we made something faulty. We'll fix it with the next run. Don't worry. That's what they do. So you have to rebuy the figure. These guys are at least fixing the issues that they have. Yes, they should have had it fixed to begin with, but at least they're taking the effort to be like, okay, here's the parts. Still wish they would have fixed this little hip skirting thing. That thing looks stupid. But yeah, there you go.